Hey, Zack here from Frontenac Canoe and Kayak Center. Today we got an exciting one for you. This is the Outlaw by Perception Kayaks. This boat's been in the making for a while, and I think Perception has really knocked it out of the park as far as what you can get in a value-oriented fishing kayak. So let's break it down and have a look at the features that are included with this and some of the add-ons that you can add onto this through the Perception family. So starting at the front of the boat, doesn't necessarily have a carry handle that you would traditionally see, but they've molded a handle into the frame here, which is really unique. You'll notice this big gap here at the front, and what this is going to do is you're going to be able to position your paddle in here to kind of keep it out of the way, but keep it really handy at the same time. The paddle here, when you're in a standing position, you're going to be able to tuck that paddle in, do your casting, but still have that paddle reachable without having to bend over too far to pick that up. Coming back, removable tank well cover right here. And you can slide some gear under there, put the storage net over top, keep stuff out of the way. Again, there's another little paddle park right in here, so you can kind of tuck a paddle in. It's going to keep it more flush. Sliding a little bit further back, has got 3 points here for the solo mounts, available exclusively through Perception. What these guys are, they just a little hole right here that comes with a cover. You buy these guys separately. Comes in a 1.5 inch ball or a 1 inch ball, and you can use these just like you would with a ram mount technology, attaching rod holders, fish finders, that type of thing. They just screw into place just like that. Silent traction pads are included on this guy, which I think for the price point of this boat is a great feature. It's going to increase the traction and also keep the noise dampening to a minimum. I really like the way that they've kind of recessed here. It looks amazing, but all the water basically is going to funnel back down into 2 scupper holes here, and then we've also got a couple of scupper holes up here near the foot area. So you're not going to have any water accumulating on the deck of this kayak. It's all going to drain out really nice, really cleanly. Carry handle on the side. A couple other manufacturers have done this, and I think it's a great idea. We've got a nice heavy-duty aluminum, but it's also gear track accessible as well. So if you want to mount a rod holder here, or some additional cup holder, any of that type of stuff that's going to adapt to a gear track, no problem. You can do it right here. Cup holders on both sides. The seat on this guy, really clever. I mean, it's a bare bone seat, but it is actually really comfortable. Now, it has a few features on it that I really like. So. Easy to get out of the way, so if you are on the water, you can just snap these guys off, fold the seat up, tuck it in behind you, and now you've got a whole deck here to stand on. You can have your paddle, like I said, up in this front position here, ready to go, so you can use it like a stand-up paddle to kind of move you around, keep you where you want to be, but you'll be fully standing without the seat in the way. Just wanted to come around to the front here to show you. This is another accessory built specifically for the Outlaw, and this is the Saddlebag. Another really cool little thing. And this guy just clips in a couple of elastic bungees onto these holders here to keep it secure. Bungees on there, and you've got a nice little spot there. You can tuck a lunch bag, tackle boxes, and whatever. It's not dry necessarily, but it does have some drainage holes in the bottom. It's going to keep the splashes off there, keep things relatively dry. So great little spot to store some tackle. Lots of room under the seat as well for tackle. If you're not using the saddlebag, I mean, the trays in here are super deep. You can easily throw some small plano boxes in there, or just some loose lures, and know that they're going to be relatively safe in there. So moving further back, I really like what they've done with the integrated rod holders on here. They're keeping them on a sharp angle rather than straight up and down. I mean, there's advantages and disadvantages of having them both ways, but I feel this way is a little bit sleeker. Keeps them off to the side, so we could still put a crate behind our seat with more rod holders, and we could have easily, without adding any additional rod holders other than our crate, 4, 6, 8 rods on here, which is pretty crazy for an entry-level fishing kayak. The rear tank well, lots of room, like I said, for a tackle box, for a kayak crate, that type of thing. Bungees are fully removable here, so you can tie your gear down, and lots of room for that stuff. And again, we've got all these kind of groove contours leading down towards scupper holes here, so Everything's going to stay relatively dry. All that water is going to drain out by itself. You don't have to worry about any water pooling. On the back, again, no dedicated carry handle on the top, but underneath is a big, beautiful recessed carry handle on here. Going to give you a secure grip on that for moving the kayak around. That does about the features for the top of it. Let's flip it over and have a look at the hull. All right, so now we got this guy flipped over. I'm really impressed with the design of this hull. I think it's going to paddle really well. And full disclosure, I haven't had a chance to get this on the water yet. So really excited for spring to come around so that we can get it on the water and give it a proper test paddle. You can see what we were talking about at the front, how we have the carry handle in here and that paddle part, and then the actual length, waterline, proper waterline length of the kayak starts. So we have this flared bow, so that's going to help, you know, in choppier water, spreading those waves so they're not coming on the deck and getting into the kayak. Nice long keel line, which is going to help with tracking. And like a lot of fishing kayaks, this is using that pontoon style hull to increase a lot of stability and give you a lot of confidence if you're standing up and just moving around. Our first scupper hole here is where we can mount our transducer. Got a nice big deep recessed pocket with a couple of mounting screw hole brackets here, so it'll give you some option for that. Perception does a really good job of building their scuppers, and you will see that it's actually a directional scupper, and they do that for a purpose. It actually helps reduce the water noise and the water actually coming up through those scuppers, but allowing water to drain out effectively. You can get scupper plugs if the water's colder, and on a calm day you're not getting a lot of water coming in off the top, so you don't need it to drain out. Those scupper plugs will actually prevent the water from coming up and keeping the deck dry. As we come to the back of the boat, we've got two heavy-duty skid plates on here, which are removable and replaceable. And then you can see here our heavy-duty carry handle that we can use to move the kayak around in tandem. This is the Perception Outlaw 11.5. This is a lot of kayak at an exceptional price point. We're really excited to get this one on the water, so stay tuned for an additional video of when we actually do get to test it on the water. For more information, check out the website, frontnacoutfitters.com. Please feel free to give us a call or send us an email. Thanks for watching.